Thank you. I thought I'd please call on Councillor Arama Moranga to open with karakia.
Tēnā whātau. Takahia tūrā ki tāra tupu whānui a tāne ka tautahia tūrā ki ka tupu wai o ngā mātua tūpuna. Takahia tūrā ki tāra whānui, ki tāra whāroa, ki tāra whāti. Hakarongoa tūrā ki te reo te kāinga, are mai nā te taringa ke whaiwhai a te oro. Whakautua mai te whatimanawa, te manawa, te pūmanawa ki ngā kare aroto, e noho mai nā te puku, te tāngangai o ngā tua. Kia hiki nā te mauri, kia hiki nā te wairua, kia hiki nā te oranga. Whakahoatia te hirikapo, whakahoatia te hiningaro, whakahoatia te whakaaro, kia whakawhitia tūrā ki te whaia o ki te ao mā. Tui te mōhio, tui te ora, te nā te pautoko manawa, te pau nei kōrero, ka tū he pautā wharau, kia tūranga tira ai. Whāno, harawai te toki, haumi e, hui e, tāi e. Tēnā tata.
I ngā mana, i ngā reo, e a reo rangatira mā, tēnā koutou katoa. Tēnā koe Councillor Moranga, mo karakia. Nau mai haramai, whakatau mai rā. E mihi ana ke koutou, ko pai mai nei, ki te tautoko tēnei kaupapa. Ko waiahau, ko whanganui te awa, ko taranaki te maunga, no whanganui ahau, engari, e noho ana ahau ki Turikaka, ko Jono Gibbard taku ingoa, ko ahau te tāhuhu rangapū o te kaunihera arohi o te tautakaro. Nau te raurau, nākau te raurau, ka ora ai te iwi. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā pātou katoa. Kia ora and welcome everybody to our inaugural council meeting for the Northern Regional Council. A big welcome to our newly elected councillors. Welcome. Welcome to all the members in our public gallery, to whānau and friends and supporters. Thank you very much for coming today on the first council meeting for our newly elected councillors. My name's Jono Gibbard. I'm the Chief Executive at the Northern Regional Council, and I have the privilege of chairing the first meeting up until the point where our councillors elect a new chair, and then that chair will take over as the presiding member for the council meeting. Just quickly, housekeeping, in case of emergency, our meeting point is to go down the stairs and across in the front car park. Moving on to the council agenda. Firstly, apologies. I don't think we need any apologies. Everyone is here. Also, declarations of any conflict. I don't anticipate that there will be any today, but if there are, please declare those as we go through the specific agenda papers. And we now move to item 5.1. Item 5.1 is the announcement of the results of the triennial elections. As we don't have any elected members sworn in, there's no need for moving and seconding of any resolutions. It's just my duty to read out and confirm the successful candidates. In alphabetical order, we have Councillor John Blackwell representing the Kaipara General Constituency. We have Councillor Joe Carr for the Far North General Constituency. We have Councillor Jack Craw for the Whangarei Central Constituency. We have Councillor Jeff Crawford for the Mid-North General Constituency. We have Councillor John Hunt for the Coastal South General Constituency. We have Councillor Colin Toss-Kitchen for the Bay of Islands Whangaroa General Constituency. We have Councillor Amy McDonald for the Coastal Central Constituency. Councillor Arama Moranga for the Taraki Māori Constituency. And Councillor Tipene for the Taraki Māori Constituency. Congratulations to you all and welcome. We now move on to item 5.2, declarations by councillors. Purpose of this item is for each councillor to read their oath and to be sworn in as a councillor. I'll be inviting councillors up one by one in alphabetical order. We'll come to the centre here. You'll read your oath There's an opportunity to read it in both Te Reo and English, and then we'll both sign your declaration. Without any further ado, I'd first like to invite Councillor John Blackwell.
Thank you. I find that I didn't answer. No.
Good morning, all. I, John Wallace Blackwell, declare that I will faithfully, impartially, and according to the best of my skill and judgment, execute and perform in the best interest of Northern Region the powers, authorities, duties that are invested in me or imposed upon me as a member of the Northern Regional Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002 and the Local Government Official Information Act and Meeting Act of 1987 or any other act.
Okay. When you're signing, just put the camera so they can get full.
Thank you, Ron.
Congratulations. Thank you. Can I now welcome up Councillor Joe Carr?
All right. I, Joe Carr, declare that I will faithfully and impartially and according to the best of my skill and judgment execute and perform in the best interests of the Northern Region the powers, authorities and duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of the Northern Regional Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987 or any other act. Thank you.
That'd be easy for him to write.
Shake your tape, please.
I agree. I know what right.
Yep.
Hello.
All right. Oh, it's okay. Oh, good.
Can I now please invite Councillor Jack Craw?
Made it again.
Sure, admission to the chair.
At least you got it clear.
Yeah, it's your choice.
You got it clear.
Oh, no, I won't read them, though.
Oh, you can.
Okay. I, Clinton Heath Jack Craw, declare that I will faithfully and impartially and according to the best of my skill and judgment execute and perform in the best interest of the Northern Region the powers, authorities and duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of Northern Regional Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987 or any other act. Might be one to look up.
I got given the prompt that I had to make sure that. Can I now please invite Councillor Jeff Crawford?
if I can read that, I'll need my glasses. I, Jeff Crawford, declare that I will faithfully and impartially and according to the best of my skills and judgment execute and perform the best interests of Northland Region. The powers, authorities, the duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of the Northland Regional Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meeting Act 1987, and or any other act. Okay. Thank you.
Signature there.
Yeah. Get a photo, can't I?
And now please invite Councillor John Hunt.
I, John Hunt, declare that I will faithfully and impartially, and according to the best of my skill and judgment, execute and perform in the best interests of the Northland Region the powers, authorities, and duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of the Northland Regional Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987, or any other act. Oh, sorry.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Can I now please invite Councillor Colin Kitchen?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you like to do the English end? Just
I, Colin Ernest George Kitchen, declare that I will faithfully and impartially and according to the best of my skill and judgment execute and perform in the best interest of the Northern Region the powers, authorities and duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of the Northern Regional Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meeting Act 1987, or any act. Thank you. I'm shaking like hell, I'm sorry. Not like me.
Before you go, can you just do a little posy thing, signing and looking up at the same time, please?
Oh.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
What I'm talking is.
Now, I would invite Councillor Amy McDonald to come up and read hers, but Councillor McDonald is in Wellington at the moment. Also, for those that are aware, we've got Justine Dorr with her, who is going to be there and has delegated authority to witness and countersign the declaration on my behalf. So over to you, Councillor McDonald.
Kia ora, thank you, Jono. Kia ora koutou. Ko ahau tēnei ko Amy McDonald. E whakapuaki atu nei I taku o ati I roto I te pono me te tika. E ai ki oku pukinga me oku whakaaro. kia whakatutukingia, kia hapaitia hoki. Hei painga mō te rohe o tītai tukiro. Ngā mana kaunihira me ngā mahi. Kei roto tonu, ka utaina rānei ki runga i a au e tū nei. Hei mema o te kaunihira ārohe o tītai tukaro i raro i te maru o te ture kāwanatanga ārohe 2002. Me te ture kāwanatanga ārohe mō te pārongo o kawa me ngā hui 1987 i raro rānei i tētahi atu ture. I, Amy MacDonald, declare that I will faithfully and impartially and according to the best of my skill and judgment, execute and perform in the best interests of the Northland region, the powers, authorities and duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of the Northland Regional Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, 87 or any other act.
Amen.
Don't forget to look up for the photo.
Yay, amen. You're amen.
Congratulations and welcome, Andy.
Kia ora everybody, thank you. Okay, now we need to sign.
Thanks, Justin.
Thank you, Justine. Can I now please welcome Councillor Arama Moranga.
Tēnei e te tamatū, te tamo o te nota, te tūkirungi i te whenua nei, i ora nei te whakaputanga o ngā rangatira i te tiriti o Waitangi. Kāti, o hau tēnei ko Arama Moranga, e whakapuaki atu nei i taku oati i roto i te pono me te tika e ai ki oku pūkenga me oku whakaaro, kia whakatutukingia, kia hāpai te hoki, hei painga o te rohe o te taitokeru. Ngā mana kaunihera, me ngā mahi ke roto tonu, ka utaina rānei ki runga i ahau, e tūnei. He mema mo te kaunihera arohe o te taitokerau, i raro i te maru o te ture kāwanatanga arohe 2002, me te ture kāwanatanga arohe mo te pārongo o kawa me ngā hui 1987, ro rānei i tētahi atu ture. I, Arama Moranga, declare that I will faithfully and impartially, and according to the best of my skill and judgment, execute and perform in the best interests of Northland Region, the powers, authorities, and duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of the Northland Regional Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987, or any other act.
Can I now please welcome Councillor Pitt.
I te tuatahi e arama tēnā koe mo tō karakia, e ngā whanaunga, e ngā hoa, tēnā koutou, e tuana hau i runga anō i te mana o te tiriti o Waitangi, he whakaputanga. Kua hau tēnei, ko Peter Tipene, whakapuaki atu nei i taku oati i roto i te pono me te tika, e ai ki oku pukenga me oku whakaaro, kia whakatutukingia, kia hāpaitia hoki, hei painga mo te rohe o te tai tokerau. Ngā mana kaunihera me ngā mahi ke roko tonu, ka utaina rānei ki runga i au e tūnei hei mema o te kaunihera ārohe o te tai tokerau. I raro i te maru o te ture kāwanatanga ārohe 2002 me te ture kāwanatanga ārohe o te pārongo ōkawa me ngā hui o 1,987 i raro rānei i te tahi atu ture. I, Peter Tipene, declare that I will faithfully and impartially and according to the best of my skill and judgment execute and perform in the best interests of the Northland region the powers, authorities and duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of the Northland Regional Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987, or any other act.
A minute before you go. Thank you.
Before moving on to the next agenda, I'd just like to pause for a minute and just acknowledge the significance of our councillors being sworn in and congratulate and acknowledge our councillors for stepping up to represent your communities and our region over the next 3 years. So maybe if I can just ask for one more round of acknowledgement. Right, the next item of business is item 5.5. 5.3, the election of the chairperson. We have 3 resolutions here. If I could ask for a mover and seconder for the first 2 resolutions. Resolution 1 is to receive the paper, and resolution 2 is around the form of voting.
Yep.
Councillor Carr.
1 and 2 as written. Yeah.
As written, and Councillor Kitchen to second. Any discussion? Otherwise, all those in favour, please say aye.
Aye.
Being the case, thank you. On to item 3, the election of the chairperson. Can I please call for nominations?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to nominate Tiffany, Chairman of NRC.
Go to Councillor Craw. Do I have a seconder? Councillor Arama, thank you. Councillor Tiffany, do you accept your nomination?
Aye.
Are there any other nominations? Councillor Blackwell.
I'd like to nominate Chief Crawford.
Kia ora. Is there a seconder?
I'll second it.
Councillor Hunt, thank you. Councillor Crawford, do you accept your nomination? Yep. Aye. Are there any other nominations? That being the case, we have 2 nominations. Thank you. We now need to put them to the vote.
We can't speak to them.
The nominations.
No.
Yeah, it's not fair.
If the mover and seconder would like to speak to their nominations, please feel free to do so.
I don't think I need to. I think. No, I don't believe I need to speak to it.
Kapai?
I'd like to speak to it.
Kapai?
Thank you. So last year, Regional Council was Jeff Crawford. He did 2 years and he came in as a new councillor. He's had a year's experience. I remember back 3 years ago, similar position, and what I said then still stands today. I'd like to have a chairman who's been a councillor and a previous councillor, preferably this one. Jeff Crawford, winner of the Balance Environmental Awards. He's a farmer. He's a great ambassador of farming in Northland. Not just that, he's also been great for this council in the way he meets with our MPs and the rest of the region, rumoured that he may become regional sector chair of 16 councils, if we allow. Works extremely hard, great communicator. I can ring him up anytime. Under pressure, he's terrific. If he's farm on the Hikarangi Swamp, you'd have to be. He's a great achiever. Things we got through recently, Northport, MMH, Madagascar ragwort, huge impact on that. Kalupa, he's honest, he's hardworking. And one thing that I really love about Jeff is that his word is his bond. That's not all that common. A proven performer, a businessman, a family man. He's done 2 years in this council. He stepped up to being chair under difficult situations. He also brought in a low rate rise of 3.5%. Now, they haven't been seen in this council before my election, to my knowledge. He also stood unopposed in this council. Now, I stood last time, not this time, against the past chair, and I got in. I probably shouldn't have because I didn't do a very good job in the election. But this tells me that people want Jeff Crawford on this council. I'll be his chair. Thank you for the time.
Good, Councillor. On the basis of we're having 2 nominations, we need to put it to the vote. Opportunity, however, if the 2 nominated members wish to say any words before we put it to the vote, you're welcome to do so. No? Goodbye. And
can we have a division on this, please?
Yes, we can have a show of hands. Yes. Yep. Goodbye. In that case, for the first nomination member, Councillor Pita Timpani, can I please see a show of hands of those 1, 2, 3, 4, and Amy on line 5. Show of hands for Councillor Crawford. 1, 2, 3.
And abstention.
Goodbye. Thank you, Councillor Carr. In that case, I can declare that Councillor Pita Tiffany has been voted in as chairperson for the Northland Regional Council.
Tira mai ngā iwi aue tātou tātou re. Tira mai ngā iwi aue tātou tātou re. Whai a te mana me te aroha e ngā iwi kia potapatahi kia potahira. Tātou, 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 tātou.
So before we go any further, I think it might be, if you allow, I'd just like to make a statement acknowledging the efforts of Jeff as previous chair. I don't disagree with any of the achievements that John mentioned. I think Jeff has done a lot for this council, but particularly the shepherded the buyback of Northport, which will be really good for this region in decades to come, and he was a part of that. Also, things that you may not have seen, like the restructuring of our investment committee and our audit and risk committee to be much more efficient and effective, and Jeff drove that. But a lot of us put a lot of time into getting that money for Kalupa, 6.2 million, but I'm giving Jeff all the credit because he went right to the source and right to the Minister and the Prime Minister and got us the money, and I don't think we would have got without him. So I'd like to acknowledge and thank Jeff for those efforts. Thank you.
Got a Councillor Craw. Moving on now to item 5.4, the declaration by the chairperson. Can I please have a mover and seconder? Thank you. Seconder? Thank you. All those in favour?
Aye.
Chair. The chair now needs to read another declaration.
Kia ora anō koutou mō tēnā tautoko. Kua hau tēnei ko Peter Tipene e whakapuaki atu nei I taku ōati I roto I te pono me te tika e ai ki ōku pukenga me ōku whakaaro kia whakatutukingia, kia hapaitia hoki hei painga mo te rohe o te tai tokerau ngā mana kaunihera me ngā mahi kei roto tonu ka utaina rānei ki runga I au e tūnei te heamana o te kaunihera ārohe o te tai tokerau I raro I te maru o te ture kāwanatanga ārohe 2002 me te ture kāwanatanga ārohe mo te pārongo ōkawa me ngā hui o 1947 I raro rānei I te tahi atu ture. I, Peter Tipene, declare that I will faithfully and impartially and according to the best of my skill and judgment execute and perform in the best interests of the Northland region the powers, authorities and duties vested in or imposed upon me as chairperson of the Northland Regional Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987, or any other act.
Ia mana, tēnā koe.
Congratulations. I'm out of the hot seat now.
Kia ora koutou. Thank you, everyone, for your confidence in me sitting as chair of the Northland Regional Council. I like to get on with the business. There are words that I'll share later on, but in terms of the agenda, I like to get on with the agenda. That meaning 5.5, election of deputy chairperson, and calling for nominations, please, for deputy chairperson. Yeah. I've already been brought into line. There are two recommendations on page 14 of our agendas. Two. I'll take the first two. Is there a mover? Thank you, John. Councillor Blackwell. Is there a seconder, please? Councillor Crawford, I'll take. Is there any discussion or points councillors would like to raise? Put it to the vote. All in favour say aye.
Aye.
Against? It's carried. The third recommendation is seeking nominations for deputy chairperson. I'll call for nominations, please.
Kia ora, Chair. Amy MacDonald here. I would like to please nominate Councillor Jack Craw.
Thank you, Councillor MacDonald. The nomination is for Councillor Thor. Is there a seconder, please? I'll take Councillor Moringa. There is a nomination. Are there any other nominations?
Nominate Jeff Crawford, Councillor Crawford.
Kia ora, Councillor Hunt.
Second it.
And seconded by Councillor Blackwell for Jeff Crawford as Deputy Chair. There being Crawford. Forgot the thought. Sorry. There being two nominations.
Yes, sorry, I got a third one. Joe Carr.
Okay, there's a third nomination for Councillor Joe Carr, nominated by Councillor Blackwell. Is there a seconder for that?
I'll second that.
Thank you, Councillor Kitchen. So we have three nominations, which will need to go to the vote. But first of all, are there any speakers to the nominations? Councillor Blackwell.
Thank you, Chair. Yeah, I'm going to talk about Joe Carr. I nominated two people. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my experience. Joe Carr is the most experienced councillor in the room. He's been on this council a long time and far north. He's chaired the Regional Transport Committee. We've seen huge changes in that in the last 3 years. The 17A review to see the end of the Northern Transport Alliance, and you'll see a big improvement in your far north roads and Kaipara. Joe is a quiet operator, few words, but thinks before he speaks. Lives in Kaihealth, close to Lake Omamri. We have over thousands of swans. The problem with that lake we have today. I was there only a few weeks ago with Joe, and I saw the Madagascar ragwort there as well. Two big problems we've got up there. Having a deputy chair in the far north region is not a bad thing. We've had a lot of people here in Whangarei, and I think it'll be a great thing for the far north to have someone like Joe as deputy mayor standing for them up there. Joe has a great understanding of our rivers and our weaknesses and our highways, particularly flooding. I've worked with Joe for the last 3 years and found him very contactable. When I say that, I can ring him at any time. Can't say that about every person in this room. I've always found him honest, upstanding, and extremely good to meet with. Joe Carr, North People's Choice. Thank you, Chair.
Yeah, kia ora, Councillor. We may have a technicality. I'll hand it over to the CE to speak to it.
Kia ora, Chair. Standing orders only provide that a councillor can nominate or second one person. Councillor Blackwell, you've nominated seconded Councillor Crawford, and you've nominated Councillor Carr. You can't do both. So there needs to be, you only get to nominate and second one person. So you've seconded, we can go back and we can have a look at it, but you've seconded Councillor Crawford. Need to decide if you're going to nominate Councillor Carr or you're going to second Councillor Crawford.
Nominate Councillor Carr.
Okay. That being the case, we have a count for Councillor Carr. We have a mover and a seconder for Councillor Crawford. Can we go back and is there a mover and a seconder? Councillor Hunt, I think you were the seconder.
No, I moved.
Oh, you moved. So in that case, we're still looking for a seconder for Councillor Crawford. Sorry. You've already.
Yeah, can I rescind my seconder for Councillor Carr at this stage?
That's not clear in standing orders. It would be for the chair to decide.
Okay, I just that, yeah.
So that's your discretion.
In the circumstances.
Withdrawing for Councillor
Carr.
Right.
Since you wish to withdraw your second?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, taking it one at a time, does that mean that you're now seconding
I'm not seconding anyone.
anything? Right. Okay.
So, Chairperson, my suggestion is that we go back and we go the mover for Councillor Crawford. We go, is there a seconder? We've got a mover as in Councillor Hunt.
Yes.
We now go, is there a seconder for Councillor Crawford as deputy?
They're not having a seconder, then that nomination doesn't stand. Okay, so that one's clear. So we still have Councillor Craw and Councillor. We're looking for a seconder.
Aye.
For Councillor Carr.
Correct.
I'll second Councillor Carr.
Thank you.
Got to just checking.
Well, my moving isn't valid now because the nomination's removed, presumably.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Again, it's not clear, so it'll be up for the chair.
Sorry.
That's correct.
I think it stands,
Yeah, I think so.
having withdrawn previously. So we have two nominations on the floor for Councillors Jack Craw and Joe Carr. It will require a show of hands. So I'll put them as they came up. All those in favour of Jack Craw as Deputy Chair, please raise your hand. There are 4. All those in favour of Councillor Joe Carr. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got Amy. Yeah, we got Amy.
You've got the vote as well, chairperson.
Okay. So I declare my vote now. My vote is in favour of Councillor Jack Craw. Therefore, the majority having voted for Councillor Jack Craw, I declare the nomination carried. Congratulations, Councillor Jack Craw. That concludes that agenda item. We are now up to page 16 on the agenda, which there is a single recommendation. As per the legislation affecting councillors, can I have a mover, please? Councillor Jack Craw is the mover. Is there a seconder? Councillor Blackwell. Okay. Are there any questions or comment?
Mr. Chairman, we went through most of this yesterday. I don't know if we need to actually revisit any of this. This is basically just a procedural item. Actually, we've had 2 goes at this, haven't we? So I don't think we need to go any further, but just put it.
Thank you. Are there any other comments or questions in regard to what is now a motion? There being none, all in favour say aye. Aye. Against, it's carried. Thank you very much. We are up to 5.7, fixing the date of the first ordinary meeting of council. It's on page 23 of our booklets, our agenda. And we're putting the whole lot together. We're putting all 3 recommendations together, if that's okay with councillors. I'm looking for a mover for all 3. Yeah. Councillor Blackwell is the mover.
I'm happy to second. That's Amy MacDonald.
Thank you, Councillor MacDonald.
I will be unavailable.
Noting Councillor Crawford won't be available on that particular day. There's no more questions or comment. I'll put the motion. All motions. All in favour say aye.
Aye.
Against, that is carried. That concludes the meeting. I will stand te iwi ko tai mai te rānei, tēnā koutou. Hare mai koutou ki te wiki nihi i te āhuatanga o tēnei kaunihera. Nā reira, ki te kite i a koutou, he mea nui mō tātou katoa, mō te kaunihera. He tīma tēnei. Iwa ngā tāngata, engari he tīma kotahi, e kōkiri tahi ana mō te tai tokerau te take. Nā reira, o mātou katoa e whakaiti atu ana ki a koutou, taunu atu ki te kaihautu, me ngā manager me te tīma katoa, tēnā koutou i haere mai te rānei. Ko te tūmanako, e whakapakeha ti ana, aku kupu, aku kōrero, ki ngā taringa o aku hoa. Nā reira, I don't like repeating what I've already said, but it's great to see you all here to witness the swearing in today of all of us 9 councillors. We are a team and we are working together on behalf of Tai Tokerau. I wanted to pay a special tribute to my fellow councillor, to Jeff Crawford, who was the previous chair. I can only hope to fill his boots and all of the work that he has done as a chairman. Really appreciate it, because we are not only councillors, we are friends. And we have to be in building trust to go forward for Tai Tokerau. Reira, he mihi poto tēnei, engari e mihi atu ana kia koutou, I te mea e arama nau i te timata e haka hopi atu ana kia koe, mau e whakakapi I tēnei noho a tātou. Kia ora rā.
E rapia he mana mo te karakia. Noi tātou. Katohi ati koe ki te tohi nuku, te tohi rangi, kia tū tātou I raro I te manawa tū mātauanga, kia whākena e tātou, ngā kupua te whawhai, a āhei o nehera, o karawa tūwai nuku, ngā pāwa o tūwai rangi. Te ahui roto, marama I roto, te nā, te pau, toko manawa, te whorone kōroro, tū te mōhio, tū I tō ora, hara mai te toki, haumi e, hui e,
Tai e.
Ori ora.
Ori ora.
Sorry, Councillor Toss Kitchen would just like to say a few things.
Yeah. Kia ora, everybody. And first of all, thanks for you all coming along here this morning to witness the swearing-in ceremony. And just echo Peter's words about us as a team working together. And I have found, got elected on a certain platform, and I've found it very difficult over the last week or two with us council. It always happens, people jockeying for positions for up the top table and whatever. So I've done the best that I think my consistencies would want, whatever, but in no way I denigrate the people who weren't successful. You guys, I look forward to working with you and in partnership with you for the best of our whānau, for the best of the Northland. And we've got a lot of work to do. Of course, we're under, well, not attack, but central government's looking at us. Yeah. So I think we've got a great opportunity at this triennium moving us forward, but we've got to make the move. We sit back and wait, the government will do it for us. So once again, I really look forward to working with all these learned gentlemen and this lady here for the next 3 years. Thank you so much. Kia ora, everybody.
I did omit one important point, which is, Amy, our aroha is with you and your mother in this challenging time. Kia ora. Kia ora rā.
That's the closing of our formal proceedings for the day. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming. And I think we've got some tea and coffee next door for those that wish to stay. And we've got some pictures, I've just been told, for our councillors so that we can have your profile.